he's racking up. He's going to be racking up in the coming weeks. I mean, on NXT he accepted Braun Breaker's challenge. I mean, he's going at Finn Balor, which we're about to speak about, and he has an open challenge on Raw. And he has an open challenge on this coming episode of Raw.
Exactly,
so and that's 3 times.
Exactly, and this is the last thing I'll say about the whole Roman thing. Only because I've seen reports that this man wants to take a break at some point. He's trying to embrace the whole Brock. All right, I wrestle here. Boom, give me 4 or 5 months, and I'll come back whenever. This man he's not on TV every week. But
he has a job to do as the WWE champion to defend that belt until WrestleMania.
He doesn't even defend it every
He can take his break after 40. He can take his break after 40. He can take his break after
40, have a long break, and then return at the Royal Rumble, then come back against Cody Rhodes in WrestleMania. That's the storyline.
I'll bet money on this. I'll bet money on this. Roman is not champ. What's after SummerSlam? Is this not Survivor Series?
Well, in the good old days, it was Unforgiven.
Yeah,
good old days. I don't know. They haven't announced it as yet. I think SummerSlam's the last one for right now. Probably the Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. I don't know.
Taking a look at their schedule right now. Let's see.
I don't know. I don't see. I don't. If
Cyber
Roman
Sunday.
If Roman.
Oh yeah. The only way right after SummerSlam, it is the Saudi Arabia show, Crown Jewel.
Well, I'll say this: if Roman is still champ till WrestleMania, then they're gonna drag out this damn. The only way that happens if they literally drag the Bloodline story out till Mania, and then, like you said, it'll probably be whoever wins the Royal Rumble. That's just.
I think it's got to be the bearings of that Bloodline feud to set up Cody Rhodes. It has to be done by at least December Royal Rumble. That's where the Bloodline storyline has to kind of end for a little bit. I think that's the mark where you can they can kind of get there. Because I don't know if they're going to do brand exclusive pay-per-views again. I don't know if they're going to do premium live events. I don't know if they're going to do that again. So
no,
I think there's enough flexibility there where they could drag that out. I think they can at least try to drag it out.
I just don't want to see Cody win the Royal Rumble again. I'm sorry.
He's got to win.
Give me new stars. Give me new stories.
Cody Rhodes is new. He just came back.
We know who he is already.
I know. All right. I know we're supposed to be talking about Seth Rollins and Finn Balor right now, but I got to ask Lewis a question. If he doesn't win the Royal Rumble, then how does he get to Mania against Roman?
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe that's just the thing. Maybe he doesn't get that title. Maybe he doesn't. Have you ever thought about that?
It is destiny. It has been written. Raw. It has been written.
No.
He's already beat Seth. He's already beat Seth 4 times.
So why doesn't he just take his title? Then take his title.
Because he's a face.
Plus, they have to tell the story. They have to tell the story that they couldn't tell last year because he tore his pec. So that's what.
No,
he's got to win.
It's dragging on way too long. If anything, give me that the following year. You can't. I'm gonna be upset if this man literally wins the Royal Rumble 2 years in a row. That is a wasted opportunity. Just to fulfill the story.
He's gonna enter. You could
easily have him fulfill the story with Money in the Bank, and they're not doing that.
He's gonna enter 1 through 10. No, he's gonna fight through hell to build that story up.
And you know what's gonna happen with that? But you know what's gonna happen with that? He'll enter number 1, win, and watch his ass get injured. And then I'm going to give that story. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen.
Personally, I kind of hope they don't do that because we already have Rhea Ripley win the women's Royal Rumble at number 1. So if you keep doing it every year, then they're gonna make it seem like it's easy. When
That's what I said. He's gonna enter 1 through 10.
That's exactly what I'm saying with him winning in general. It's too predictable. Then there's no point in having the Rumble. Just do one match and give it like that. There's no point.
But we seemed predictable. In 1998, we knew Stone Cold was gonna win.
Okay, and when else has that happened? When else has that happened? Who else has won 2 years in a row back to back?
Hold on.
Roman Reigns was close.
Roman Reigns was in like the Final Four for like 4 years in a row.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And you telling me if this man would have won twice, y'all tell me I wouldn't have been pissed. Like, what the fuck are they doing?
No, because I know he needs to go win the title. He needs to win.
Your ass would have been complaining most.
He needs to win. He needs to win. I am fine with that because that's what they should have done this year, but they didn't. They didn't. They didn't do it.
I'm kind of just in between because I kind of don't want to see the Royal Rumble again, but I'm trying to think of what's a good way he could get to WrestleMania. And I keep thinking, like, if they had the Elimination Chamber, and the number one contendership was on the line, and he wins that, okay.
How about this? LA Knight wins, takes it off of Rollins, and then you have Rollins. No, you have LA Knight and Cody. There's your heel babyface story, and leave Roman alone. Roman just stays champ for 10 more years, and boom, he goes on. He's trying to go on his Bruno Sammartino run.
As we've been talking about a long time, who's there to challenge him? Who's there powerful enough to beat him?
If Drew comes back,
he's coming back as a heel.
Yeah, now he has to be.
He's got to come back as a heel.
No. If anything, you can finish the story with him. He could get redemption for a Clash at the Castle because he got screwed too. He got screwed too. Solo screwed him too.
He's got to come. He's on Raw though. He's got to come back as a heel. He's got to come back as a heel.
He could win the Rumble.
They're not going to have a heel win the Rumble like that. I don't think
he's probably going to come back like a SummerSlam.
He's going to be a heel.
He's going to come back at night. Money in the Bank, I think.
I don't think they've reached a deal with him yet, but I haven't seen.
They're playing it up. They got to play it up. They're in the UK. He's from there. Like they're playing it up. They've been keeping that under wraps, but it's like you can't lose him to AEW or.
But bring him back under what circumstances though? Like who would he just like? Who would he go after? Why throw him in the Bloodline story?
Seth.
Huh?
He's going after Seth. Seth is the babyface right now. He's got to come back as a heel.
Hey, if that's the case, then take that shit off of Seth. I'd rather Drew.
He's got to come back. Like he's got to come back as a heel, man. Like we get it. Like he was doing the whole babyface thing, and he was kind of in limbo. Now that there's another championship, they're about to be in London. I'm hoping to God he comes back. I'm hoping to God he comes back.
I like Drew as a babyface. I think he leans
in
into
the right
it
capacity.
Naturally.
I don't like him in limbo. I don't like him in limbo as a babyface.
You mean as a tag team guy?
The Banger Bros?
Banger Bros, my God. Is there a bus too?
Man, that man held them down during the pandemic. They owe him.
Exactly.
He needs a heel run.
And he got screwed at Clash of the Castle. Why can't you go with that story instead of Cody? And then have Drew be the heel, and then you have Drew and Cody.
Yeah. Cody, Seth, Drew.
Yeah, that's why I'm with him during this contract negotiation. Like, they need to pay him. Like, yo.
They do.
Well, when there was no crowd, I was your champion dealing with this piped-in noise and all this nonsense that we were trying to entertain.
It would be different if he wasn't good. He was on the downside. Like, this dude is jacked. He just had an ill-ass match with Gunther and Sheamus. Like,
man,
he should be in there.
Out Brock. He should be able to take out Roman.
No, yeah.
I told you, Cody Rhodes is winning the Royal Rumble.
I'm gonna dispute this till the Rumble, and if it's plain,
so this is gonna be a thing on the show. We might as well make it a segment then.
Exactly.
Make it a weekly segment.
A monthly update if Cody Rhodes is gonna win the Royal Rumble. How they're booking.
Is Cody gonna dethrone Roman, and are the cards playing out like that?
I'm telling you. But we have delayed enough about this. Seth
I denounce it. I forbid it.
Triple H, if you're listening, finish the story. Finish the story.
Do it a different way then. Don't do it at the Rumble.
There's no other way to do it. He can't get to Roman. There's no way.
You know what the way should have been? Should have been fucking Money in the Bank.
God. You know the way it should have been? They should have drafted Cody to SmackDown like I said in the first place.
They're going to make a trade.
That's the only other way I see that happening. They're going to make a trade.
Bobby Lashley and like
exactly
or like for Cody Rhodes.
Adam Pearce is going to trade with the SmackDown crowd.
It happens at like War Games or something like that, where they do Raw versus SmackDown, and he betrays Raw.
Regal comes out and finally says, "War Games."
Steven Regal, we've been waiting for a long time for him, right?
Man.
But this match that we're getting at Money in the Bank between two a Universal title matchup that happened in 2015,
16.
2016. We're getting that again at Money in the Bank. All the chips are on the table now. Of course, Seth Rollins and Finn Balor are finally going to meet each other at Money in the Bank. What do you guys think about that and that segment on Raw? And how that went?
Finn is going to lose again. Finn is going to lose again.
Whoa. They are in the UK.
Oh, because that means a lot.
Finn Balor.
That means a lot.
I'm just saying.
Talk to Drew about that.
He was just facing the greatest of all time.
But he was having the biggest pop of all time in his home country.
I'm just saying, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, is that
if you look at it, majority of the people who compete in their hometowns lose. Sammy, Zelina, Drew, everybody loses.
Sasha Banks.
Gotta build more heat for the champion. And what better way to build heat than by beating the hometown challenger?
Exactly. What did I just say? Finn is gonna lose. He ain't gonna win no more.
I mean, that's gonna push the Judgment Day storyline, in my opinion. I feel like they're gonna try to figure out a way to blame Damian Priest or something like that, and try to blame him for costing.
Damian's gonna win that briefcase.
That's it. It's in play.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna just say this. I love the fact that they based that, like, the basis of this feud is based upon what happened in 2016, because people forget Finn Balor was a top draft pick for Raw that year. That was the year that when they went back to the brand split. They had plans for him. He wins the Universal title, gets hurt. I mean, and then he never compete. He never won a world title again until I guess his second stint at NXT when he was NXT champion.
Mm-hmm.
And the way he cut that promo, essentially saying that I won the title, but then I got hurt. And then I got hurt because of you. And I've never really been able to get that momentum again to be a world champion. Or in other words, Vince said he was deemed him unreliable, and therefore wouldn't put the title back on him. Nonsense. But I love the fact that they addressed that old feud. One thing about the promo segment, because I really wanted to hear the promo, especially when I heard that they were going to go in that direction. I think this is the first instance where the love and allure for Seth Rollins' music kind of overshadowed the promo. So even I got annoyed because I was really trying to hear what Finn was trying to say, because going in the direction of this feud, with the how interesting the story is, I actually wanted to hear how Finn was going to deliver the promo. And then you got Seth. Obviously, they encourage the crowd participation, but there are instances where I feel as though, like, some moments require silence. And in this case, Finn Balor cutting this promo, I felt like it deserved that respect. But as far as the matchup goes, you're always going to get great matches between these two. I mean, I actually remember a time, I think it was the Raw before WrestleMania 34, where they had a match because I think they were going to have a triple threat with The Miz for the IC title. They had a match before, and it was like a great match. And I remember someone on Twitter messaged Seth Rollins and said, "Hey guy, why don't you guys just save it for WrestleMania so you guys don't get hurt?" And then Seth Rollins and Finn Balor pretty much both him up, said we go pretty much said the equivalent of we go hard every single night, no matter what day of the week it is or what month it is before any major show. This is how we go. So you're always going to get a great matchup between them. They have great chemistry. They've been going at each other for a number of times throughout the year. So you're definitely going to get a great match. Psychology wise, I think this is the first time you're actually going to see Seth as the face and Finn as the heel. I think it's always been vice versa in the past when they've gone at each other. So that's definitely a different way to look at it. But definitely this is going to be a match to look forward to, at least in ring wise.
It's funny what you said, Brian, about how like Vince, after he won that title, Vince kind of deemed Finn unreliable. If you think about it, he kind of got the Dolph Ziggler treatment. Won the title and then all the way back down. And it was just crazy because, it's crazy because, again, this is how great NXT was and how it made these characters so well perceived, and then to bring them to the main roster and then just like shoot them back down to the bottom of the card. It's crazy. And even when Finn went back down and with the black leather jacket, and he was kind of a heel during that second run. It's like, I want that Finn. Give me that Finn. This Judgment Day Finn is not doing it for me. And I don't know. And it's funny though, because during that promo, I wanted more like you cost me everything, blah 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 blah, and it was kind of like whiny in some way. I don't know. Maybe that's just how it was.
You wanted more Triple H game promo.
Just like more aggression, and I think that's kind of what Seth pointed out. He's like, "Where's the Finn that beat me? Where's that Finn?" And that was the Finn that won.
That was the demon, to be honest. If you really want to, that was the demon that beat Seth Rollins. Yeah, he was the demon for that match. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Damn. So are we getting demon purple demon Finn?
Kool-Aid grape Finn? No.
You would. You would think this is the proper time for him to come out. I mean, this is a title match, but no.
Yeah, the feud isn't there yet. But
it hasn't gotten there yet. Yeah.
My thoughts on it is, this can be a potential way to get Finn Balor a championship, get him a run for the summer. And the reason why I say that is because of the potential breakup of the Judgment Day. Again, the Judgment Day have been at the forefront of Raw, win or lose, for literally almost a year now. Yeah, literally a lot of months now, like almost a year now. They have been at the forefront of these matches and these battles and stuff on Raw. Finn Balor has built himself up to be in that position again. I believe he's getting a title match. I think this is a way for him to get a title shot. Not a title, to win the title. I feel like this is a perfect way to do that. and then create more mystique within the Judgment Day. I feel like Damian Priest can win the Money in the Bank briefcase. Finn Balor win the title, and then you just have them kind of luring each other
disputed
because they're both in the same group. They're both looking at each other, and it's kind of like, yo, Damian Priest wants that spot. Finn has that spot. That's a way to add to that whole matchup and dynamic of that. But I don't know if they're going to do that. But I do feel like this is a great way to have Finn actually win and get back, because a loss right now is not going to hurt Seth Rollins. Like, not to me in my head, nothing is going to hurt Seth Rollins. Like, unless it's like some bull crap, like where it's just bad booking and stuff like that. Him losing to Finn Balor does not hurt him, in my opinion.
But that's the thing. He's too hot right now to lose the title.
Yeah, that's what. But it doesn't hurt him, but it hurts the credibility of the title that you just created and brought up. I mean, if your first champion loses, even though he's going to be having multiple defenses, if he loses his title like inside a month, I mean, what does that say about the title? Especially when you have all these longer title reigns with the U.S. title, the IC title,
It's the workhorse title.
Yeah, but you're not going to play hot potato with it too, just to have him a summer run, which is just 2 months, and then next person.
To me, you can't keep having Finn lose. Like this guy, this is not Omos. Like this is not Omos. Let's get that out the way. Like this is not.
Yeah, let's not even mention that guy right now. He's a free agent.
This is not Omos. Congratulations on getting married. This is not Omos, right? Like this is Finn Balor. They're going to the UK. They can't keep wasting the Judgment Day like that and just have Rhea be the only one that wins. They can't keep.
I'll agree with that with how this build goes. If it's not built right, he's for sure not winning. And
I mean, we got 2 weeks.
Wow. 4 shows. Wow.
We got 2 weeks.
How long has the Bloodline been going for now? How long did the Judgment Day fight Edge? How long was Dominic going after Ray?
Oh my god!
You can't say, "Oh yeah, let's just build this up in 2 weeks."
I'm just saying, this is not. They cannot have Finn lose. This is my only opinion on this, because it's like you can't keep having him lose. Then what good is he?
They are.
What good is he?
He's the new Dolph. He's the new Dolph.
He's too talented. So
is Dolph.
Not like Finn.
Yes, he was.
No,
I was a Dolph Ziggler. Yes,
I like Dolph Ziggler too, but
that promo he cut. We're talking about wrestling. That's great promo work.
I like Dolph Ziggler. I like Dolph Ziggler. He can sell the hell, but he's not Finn Balor. He's just not, in my opinion. He's not.
Yeah. Wow, he don't got a demon. That's it.
There's levels. There's just levels.
I mean,
Finn Balor's original. That's all I'm gonna like. Finn Balor's original. Like, have you ever saw Dolph Ziggler and haven't thought, "Oh, that's HBK" or fucking like that line of wrestler?
Mm-hmm.
They kind of slowly morphed them into that, I guess.
They did, but it's like that's all we think about is Dolph.
But if you would have kept the guy who won the title and just built him back up, you probably still could have had more title reigns.
Oh no, they could have done. They've done him a disservice, especially after that Survivor Series when Sting came back. Like he was the one that ended that, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you think about
Survivor, and they gave him nothing.
He was the one that ended the Authority originally, and then they just brought him back a couple weeks later. They did all that booking. Like, if you guys ever want to see Wrestling Regret with the Authority, if you guys check that video out when he goes over that shit's hilarious. That shit is hilarious, man. But yeah, Seth and Finn set up for a rematch that has been brewing for a long time now. At Money in the Bank, I look forward to it. I know that's going to be a great match. Hopefully, they give them some run on that. It should be the main event, in my opinion, but we'll see how that.
A ladder match.
A ladder match for the gold. All right. I wanted to backtrack a little bit and go towards SmackDown.